Hi, friends. This is JR Foresteros, and I wanted to tell you about an exciting project I've been working on. At our church, the Haven Collective, we have been working sort of a little bit through Revelation because we follow the lectionary. And during this season of the year, the lectionary follows the book of Revelation. The problem is, it really only gets barely through to scratch the surface of the book. We do the very first couple of verses. We do a couple of interesting texts in the early part, and then it skips to the end. And you may or may not know this about me, but the book of Revelation is one of my all-time favorite books in the Bible. I think it's incredibly fascinating. More importantly than that, I think it's really relevant to what we're going through today, because the people that the book was originally addressed to were trying to figure out how to survive under an incredibly oppressive government, a government that was very much anti-Christian, and a government that really was against them in a lot of ways. And so, while I would never say that we are facing the same kind of government that those ancient Christians faced, especially in terms of how much power and influence, at least someone like me has in reference to our government, uh, I would say that Revelation is a great book that helps us figure out how to live faithfully in the face of an authoritarian system. That's actually really mainly what the book's about. It's not mainly about how to tell the future. So I figured I'd try an experiment. Since Substack has this really interesting live feature now, I wanted to experiment with a little bit by going through the Revelation with all of you. We're going to do this on Wednesday mornings. It is going to be live at 10 o'clock Central Time, but it's not going to be something that you have to tune into live. My goal is to keep these short, maybe 10 to 15 minutes apiece, and use them as a springboard into conversation throughout the rest of the week. These are going to be free for everyone, though of course if you want to subscribe and support what I'm doing here through Substack, you're welcome to do that. But you don't have to enjoy these. You can watch them and you can participate in the discussions for free. And we're just going to go a little bit at a time. So we're going to be taking short chunks of the book, working through them, unpacking the symbolism that's in them, working to understand the ancient culture, but then really, really focusing on that question of how does the book answer the question of what it looks like to live faithfully in the face of an authoritarian regime. So we're going to be doing a lot of contemporary application. We're going to be looking at how authoritarianism works, what the tools that it uses are, how those have been the same since the ancient times, and then the tools that people throughout history have used to resist them, and then what that looks like for us today. I'm really excited about this. I have no idea what it's going to look like. Like I said, this is going to be really experimental, but we're going to start next week. So you can mark your calendars for next Wednesday. That's when I'm going to put the first. I'm not going to put the first teaching up. We're going to do the first teaching live here together, and then if you can tune in Wednesday at 10 Central, great. If not, that's okay. You can catch it whenever you have a chance on your lunch break or after work or whatever, and then join in the conversation with us. So I hope you're excited. I think you'll be surprised how much you end up enjoying the book of Revelation as well. I know the reputation that it has earned, unfortunately. And we're going to talk a little bit about that too at various points. But really, we're mainly going to be focused on why this book is good news for people that are looking to be faithful in the face of authoritarianism. So if you have any thoughts, questions, comments ahead of time, go ahead and drop them now. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what some of the big questions you have about the book are, or maybe even what some of your anxieties about even hearing about the book of Revelation from the Bible are. And until then, I'll see you next week. I can't wait.